In this next Maya Basics Essentials video, I'm going to show you how to work with your camera. You've seen me orbit around and dolly back and forth on objects. Let me show you how I'm doing that. Just to populate my scene, I'm going to make a simple NURBS torus, and I want to frame this up. What I mean by that is I want to have whatever I have selected take up as much space on the screen as possible. That's what I call framing up. The shortcut for that is F. So if I hit F, notice that I go right into this object. Let me make a sphere, and I'm going to move it off to the side, and I'll show you what I mean by this. All right, I'll select the torus, and I'll hit F. Notice that I framed that up. Let me shade this so it's easier to see. All right. If I select the sphere, and I hit F, notice I frame that up. If I want to see both of them, the shortcut is A, which is View All. Okay. Now, this shortcut also works in your different views. So let's say we had 4 views set up, and I'm going to go ahead and shade all of these so it's easy to see. If I have the torus selected and I press F here, it only works in that window, wherever my mouse is. Okay. However, if I press Shift F, I will frame it in all of my views. So this is very, very handy tip. So let me shift. I selected the sphere. I'll Shift F. So now I have the sphere framed up in all of my windows. It's a very, very useful tip. Now, how am I orbiting around this object? Well, what I'm pressing is Alt. I'm holding down Alt, and I'm pressing the left mouse button as I click and drag, and I get this really cool icon with the 2 arrows. All right. Now, I want you to be aware that in the top view, you'll get this icon if you try to do that. See that says no? Well, you can't orbit in one of the orthographic views. You can't orbit in any of these 3 views, only in the perspective or a camera view. Okay. Next, how do we dolly back and forth? Well, that's really easy. You press Alt, and you press the left mouse button and the middle mouse button as you click and drag. So you have 2 mouse buttons pressed, the first, the left and the middle, as well as Alt held down, and you can do dolly in and dolly out. Now this is not zooming. Zooming is totally different. Zooming is when the camera stays still and the lens pulls out, so you have a really tight focus or a zoom. Where in this instance, we're actually moving the camera back and forth. All right. Next, how do I move like this? Well, this is the other combination, the last combination, which is Alt, and you middle click and drag. So you can dolly in, pan, and orbit. These are the basic camera tools that you'll be using throughout the lessons that are provided on the next 3 CDs.